Hey everybody, I'm Chef Brian Duffy. Welcome to Food School. We're gonna talk about making the perfect BLT. The key to this crispy bread, you wanna make sure that you get a little bit of fat in there, so we're gonna cook this bacon off. We're gonna toast that bread in a toaster first, then we're gonna go into here. That way I've got both sides toasted rather than just one with kind of some soft bread in there. We're not happy with that. We're gonna do two different kinds of bacon, one being a crispy, the other one being not so crispy. We have some beautiful tomatoes here, some plum Roma tomatoes. Then we also have these heirloom tomatoes right here. Lettuce, iceberg, the perfect crunch all the way throughout. Then we're gonna make an Aleppo Mayo. It's got a little bit of heat to it, not a tremendous amount. We're gonna have a little bit of garlic in there and some smoked salt. All right, so let's get ready to rock and roll. First things first, we're gonna grab our bacon. I love a good thick bacon. I'm gonna take this bacon and we're gonna pop it right in. Now pay attention to the fact that I preheated my pan over low heat, okay? Don't get that super high heat and get it in there, because what I wanna do is render out some of the fat. Now, I'm gonna kind of pull that out. Just like that, and watch what happens. It starts to tighten up and fits right back into that pan, which is what we're looking for. They start to firm up a little bit as that fat cooks out, then I can add more in. All right, I've got some beautiful bread here. I love a whole grain or a multi-grain bread because as it toasts up, you get little pockets of crunch from the seeds, the nuts, the grains that are in there. So we're gonna pop this right into our toaster. This is a super cool toaster. It's called the Revolution, and I'm gonna hit start, and that's all gonna start its little process there. Okay, now I've got my bacon. Give this guy a little flip so that they start to cook out on both sides. This is going to be my crispy bacon, whereas my next round of bacon is not going to be as crispy. This right here is a Revolution toaster, and it cooks with infrared light. Ooh. Now, why did I toast the bread? Because then I'm going to put it into the bacon fat. I want to get that bacon fat on there so that that outside of the bread gets really, really crispy. Our bacon is coming together perfectly. So now, while the bacon is going and before we get our bread in, and we're gonna start to make up this Aleppo Mayo. So an Aleppo is a chili. When you go to the grocery store and you buy crushed chilies, you think about how hot that is. And that chili typically runs about 30,000 Scoville units. A Scotch bonnet is 300 to 500,000 Scoville units. This right here is about 15,000. So what I'm gonna do is take a little bit of that Aleppo, and we're gonna drop it right in. We're also gonna take some smoked salt and put that in at the same time. Just grab yourself a fork. This will last in your refrigerator forever. The longer that it sits, the more that chili is gonna start to bleed out or infuse that mayo. The other thing I wanna do, I want a little bit of some garlic in there, almost like an aioli. So we're gonna take a knife, we're gonna do that quick crack right there. Now, here's a really simple garlic trick. Ready? Take your knife, press it down just like that. Take a little bit of salt, put it right over top of it. Give this a really quick kind of rough chop. And then that salt that's in there is gonna act as an abrasive like a sandpaper. And what I'm gonna do is make like a really nice paste out of it. Okay, so now I have that beautiful garlic paste. Now I've got an Aleppo aioli. Okay, and we're gonna let that sit. We're gonna pull the last of our bacon out, and I wanna leave that fat in there. So I've got some crispy bacon right over here. And this is that like kind of undercooked bacon with still that beautiful fat that's in there. You can see it, a little springy, a little spongy. Whereas this is that more well done bacon. It doesn't have as much spring because there's not as much fat left in it. And I'm gonna take this bread right here. I'm gonna fold some of that fat forward so that all of it starts to pool up front. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it come back slow, and I'm gonna put my bread in, and I'm gonna let it rest moving forward. So that, if it splashes out that way, and I burn the camera guy instead. Not my fault. So now I'm gonna let that get in there and soak up some of that fat. Nice high heat, got some smoke coming up. Now I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. And we're gonna get about 20 seconds in there, absorb some of that fat, give it a nice crisp on the outside of that bread, and then we're gonna start to build our sandwich right out here. Any questions? Text me. Feel free to call me. Send me a message on Instagram. Okay, now look at this. See that? Ba-boing. Okay, golden brown. That bacon fat really crisped up the outside of it. Plus it's adding a tremendous amount of flavor to there. Now what I'm gonna do is I am gonna set these two like this way. Hi guys. Right here, I'm gonna put these two together, okay? If I do it like this, then I gotta figure out how to get that up there. But if I do it like this, all I have to do then is flip that forward. A little bit of this Aleppo Mayo, this aioli that we built. Then I'm gonna take my knife, I'm gonna spread this out. This is gonna give it a little bit of a kick, little tiny bit of heat, not a tremendous amount. Notice right through here that I make sure that I get the mayo to hit every single corner because I believe in the perfect bite. When I build a sandwich, I should be able to bite into it the first time and have an unbelievable bite all the way to the end of the sandwich where I have the same exact bite. That's how I feel about that. I'm gonna put a couple pieces of bacon right on the outside of these. So like right there, 1, 2, and this is the crispy stuff. 3, okay, on each side. Another one, 1. Let's find some good crispy ones. 2, and watch this. If I have too much, pick it off, pop it in that corner so that I have bacon all the way throughout this whole sandwich. All right, so we're gonna build this right through there. So let's take some of these heirloom tomatoes. We're gonna cut this guy right in half. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. Let's add in some of these guys because these look super ripe and juicy as well. I always cut that top off, keep them in the same size range. Next, lettuce, man. Get a good iceberg lettuce. When you pick up iceberg lettuce, it should be firm and heavy. So I am gonna set this stuff right in there perfectly. We might only be making a BLT, but we're making the perfect BLT. Now, we're gonna start to build our tomatoes. So I take my tomatoes and I take my flat side along the edge. I am this obsessive compulsive about building sandwiches. All right, so I kind of build that stuff just like that. Next, I'm gonna do the same thing on this other side. If you're lucky, you can get a whole piece that just fits right on the sandwich that way. We're gonna build that same thing, go into the outsides, maybe throw some of these guys in there as well. And then we're gonna take some smoked salt right over top of that. Cracked black pepper. Boom, 1, 2, 3. When you get your pepper mill, because nobody has pre-ground pepper in your houses, right? We're sure we don't have that stuff. When you have pre-ground pepper in your house, it means it's been there for at least 6 months to a year. This, I'm ready to rock and roll. Take your wheel up top, pull it back a little bit. It's gonna give you a heavier grind so you have a little bit of a bite that comes through that pepper when you go there. Then we're gonna take this kind of undercooked bacon, pop it right in the center. Then we're gonna pick this guy up just like this, hold our center, give it a really nice flip, just like that, right there. And I'm gonna pull it through the back so that when we need to, we can go, ta-da!